Hey guys and gals, got another one for you today, and today I got my Rham Panzer Ace. Cat's out of the bag. That's what this game's going to be about, and it's on one of my favorite maps. We are on Rham today. Standard battle. A couple things about Rham. A, the city is worthless. Even if you're in a super heavy, go into the city, your team will lose the field, and then you'll be stuck playing either staying in the city and letting them cap, or essentially get behind you and kill you, or the alternative, you try to come out of the city and they own the field, so you'll just get shot from every single angle. So don't send any tanks to the city. It's a waste of time. Win the field, win the game. Alright, so this is one of my favorite bushes to be in as a scout, or medium tank with good camo. And I don't have binos in this because this has just a really good vision to camo ratio. Right off the bat, I spot an E75. There is artillery, so when you have artillery on Rham and you're in a scout, it should be a good game for you. So they got a defender and a T30 up there, and you notice I'm not shooting my gun. I essentially could maybe back up and shoot through this bush, but I'm not sure where their scout's at, so if he's bushed up somewhere, then he might spot me and I'll lose this spot. And they can't really make any progress on this map as long as I'm spotting in this bush. And then as soon as I'm spotted, that's when I pull my trigger. I miss my shot, and then I just bail out of that bush. Now I'm going to aggressively push towards the Rham Panzer. And I'm just going to counter his position. Wherever he goes, I'm going to try to mirror him, because I don't want him to leverage the vision of the map over top of my team. As long as I can stay out front of my team and counter him, then we should have a solid game here. Alright, so I see this 430, I get a shot into him, get a crit into his track. And so there's a 430 and a Conqueror on the other side of this hill along with the Rham Panzer, so I can't just all in the Rham Panzer. However, I'm going to slowly work my way up to the top to see if I spot anything, and since I'm not spotting anything, I'm going to go for a poke on the Rham Panzer. As I come over here, I get a shot into him. And something's targeting me, but nothing ever pulls its trigger. Alright, so I think it irritated the Rham Panzer, or he's just making an aggressive play. And once again, I'm just going to counter him, so I'm chasing him down. Might get shot in the back here. My grilly shuts him down. And then as I come over here, then I'm using these hills to work my way around to get shots into the enemy team. And this AMX 65T like has no idea I'm even behind him, nor maybe he doesn't even care, I'm not sure. But with the help with Artie, we shut him down, and now I'm going to use this bush up here to spot. However, I was still spotted from the 65T, so I risked some health there, and that would have been a lot of health to lose. It's the grill sitting back there. You can see just how my team's developed on this map as they swung around the south with me. As long as I'm pushing, they're pushing too, which is awesome. A lot of the times when you start in the north, your team doesn't push off C9, C0. Even you'll get heavy tanks that don't push off there, which is really annoying. What I want to do is just look for opportune times where the enemy team is by itself, and there really isn't that moment, but my whole team is right here, so I feel like I can make a play on this heavy tank. And if he decides to shoot at me, they'll just wreck him like they did. So Now there's an E75, what I thought was alone. However, there's an AT-15 straight out from me. Honestly, I figure my team will deal with the AT-15, so I'll just come take care of this E75. He tries to lead me with a panic shot, and that's never going to work. And he tries to back up to the hill, which is the right move, but I'm not going to allow that to work either. Get another shot into his side. A little handbrake to get back around, and my teammate shuts him down. So far, it's 10-0. They have yet to kill anything, and it's really just kind of 101 scout play right here. It's aggressive scout play, but as long as your team is with you, you can risk your health, especially in tier 10 scouts. So they have an E75 right here, but that guy is closest to my team, so I figure they're gonna run in there to kill him, which is gonna buy me time to go find the other tanks. Like, I really don't need to go brawl with an E75 in town in a corridor. It's not going to be very helpful. As I come around the corner, there is their square. Goodbye, square. Square starts to try to turn around, but I'm not going to allow it. Shut him down. And then this is kind of hilarious. This is going to be the second heavy tank that like has no idea that I'm behind him. I don't know if he just doesn't have a mini map or he's in full concentration mode. And at this point, I'm really wondering where their tank destroyers are at. Like, I think they're down in the bottom southwest corner. But as I kill the 277, the E4 pulls out to help. And I don't know why he waited till the 277 was dead to pull out to help, but whatever. He's not my teammate. So 13-0, get a shot in the side of the E4. The prototype's trying to turn his turret towards me, but he's not fast enough, and he shoots the grass. I think he's seen like a gopher or something that he had to shoot. Now here I'd prefer to be shooting the E4 because that's a tier 10, and shooting a tier 8 and a tier 10 scout definitely isn't going to give you as much XP. So I get loaded, I lock down his track, so not only get some damage, but get the assistant damage for when they finally kill him. And we 15-0 their team. So 15-0 in, I mean, I didn't check the time on how fast we won the field, but you can see how worthless the city is. What did their 5 tanks that went to city do? Can't imagine much. Now this is the other thing to talk about, is our team, the 2 guys that defended the base, could have easily went to the city and just died, but rather they stayed up by the base and just were ready to defend it if they came out of the city. So rather than just going in there to throw their tanks away, they stayed there to defend the base, make their tanks irrelevant. I mean, they kind of were irrelevant too, but had somebody made a play through there sooner, then they would have had something to do. Alright, so lock down a ace tanker, grab a high caliber, did 5,600 damage, 4 kills, 5,000 assisted, so 10,000 combined. And let's see, they already did nothing. Their 65T did nothing. Their 430 did nothing. Their grill that was sitting in the back had 700 damage. And really, so when I approached the grill, I spotted him on the back side of that hill, so I couldn't close the distance fast enough, and that's kind of why I left him there. Had he been closer to me, he would have been able to. I would have been able to close the distance and get behind him, because his turret only goes 45 degrees left and right. AT-15 that I spotted for a split second died pretty fast, or T-10. I don't think I even saw that guy. E-75 is the one I circled. No, I think this is the one in town. 500 damage. Their 277 ended up getting 1,000 damage. Their Rham Panzer only did 600. How much assist? 0 assisted damage. Good job spotting for your team, guy. Their E4 which was in the city, did 800 damage, so he shot one person. Their prototype did 300 damage. That was to me at the end of the game. Their T-30, which was one of the first tanks I spotted, ended up doing 1100. The E-75 that I drove around in circles ended up doing 1500 damage. The Defender, which I spotted right away, did 400 damage. And then finally, their Conqueror. Where's their Conqueror at? Can't remember. Oh, the Conqueror was down by the Rham Panzer. He ended up doing 1900 damage. But all in all, that's just scouting in a field map. Heilbronn's one of my favorite maps, especially in a mobile tank with good vision. You don't necessarily have to have a great team. Your base campers, as long as they have sight lines and firing lanes towards the enemy, all you need to do is light them up and stay hidden, and a potato can auto aim his gun and pull a trigger. So that's all I really got for you guys. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.